Well, it's Barbecue and Blues Week, and it's obvious by saying that we've got some great goodies on the table here, and I've also got Brent Thompson in the house from the chamber.
Barbecue.
Are you excited?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes, I am, because it's my last one. And no, this is never fun until it's over. But that's just because I got to work it and can't go enjoy it.
Right, and it's not something you throw together in a couple of weeks, right?
We start this in January.
Yes.
So there's about 6 months of work that we put together to make this thing happen on one Saturday.
A lot of work and a lot of volunteers and a lot of coordination.
There's just a lot of little odds and ends that you got to piece together that you know, when you add it all up, it makes it for one big festival, and it takes both of us. You know, the big part of this, the time-consuming part of this, is the golf tournament and sporting clay tournament.
Yes.
You know, getting stuff out, getting it back, getting the names on stuff, and getting it where it needs to go, and then putting all the individual golfer bags together, and it's just, all of that adds up to just a ton of time. And
every year a new logo is chosen, and this year we have another one here. I don't know if we can get that without a reflection, but it looks like you've got two different types of bags also here.
We do, and I'll explain why in a minute.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give us a reason?
Well, this we're selling.
Okay.
The regular totes.
All right.
This is the goodie bag for the golfers.
Oh, okay. Well, what I was thinking, this was really a neat bag. So in order to get this, I need to golf. I need to golf. I need to golf, huh? Well, I golf at it for fun.
Well, you do more than I do.
Okay, well, so maybe I could be a golfer.
I'm sure there
are there
worse
prizes for the worst this and that there? I'm pretty good on the green though.
Are you?
Yeah.
You got the touch?
I got the touch on the green, but those long shots, whoo.
Yeah, I kill 14,000 worms.
Yeah.
I just right along the ground.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's pretty cool. A new style of cup. Looks like a mason jar. Yeah,
last year we had the double insulated mug that we sold, but this is the new hot item out. And so we decided, shoot, let's just go for it. So,
look at that. Looks like the lid off of a mason jar.
Oh, looks like a mason jar.
Yeah, it's great.
It's plastic instead of glass, but...
Well, that's a great deal right there, that it is plastic. Well, that's just pretty cool. How does the logo get selected every year, Brent?
We actually ask the inmates at the prison, high school art class, and then the digital printing class at Central Tech to draw up insignias, logos, and then they submit it to us, and our committee chooses it.
Who was the person selected? Whose logo?
You know what? I don't remember her name.
High school student,
from Central Tech.
Okay, from Central Tech. Well, how cool is that?
Very cool.
That a Central Tech student is responsible for this year's logo. I love that. Got the blues. The B of the blues is a guitar. You can't beat that. And the musical notes back behind it. And of course that fabulous pig. When you know.
Yeah, last year was the first year we've had beef or a cow or whatever. But always before and this year we got the pig.
Let's talk about music.
Okay.
Tell us who we've got that we can look forward to this weekend.
Saturday, leading off, will be a group called Livewire. That's known really well in this part of the country.
Yes.
They do red dirt music, and we're really excited about having them. They are so good.
When will they take the stage?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay.
Till what is it? About 8:30, and then we'll break. And then coming on then will be Dirty Red and the Soul Shakers. They are.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Dirty Red and the Soul Shakers. Wow.
They do a lot of blues.
All right. So, tradition to the name, we'll be hearing a lot of blues then take the stage.
Yeah. You can't not have some blues music. Now that's Saturday night. We also have a band coming for Friday night But that's a private party.
Yeah, that is the private portion of Barbecue and Blues event, yes. But we need to give them a shout out anyway, plug them, I do believe, because they're one of my favorites.
Mine too.
Okay. We think alike, don't we?
I love their genre of music, and it's Short Dog.
Yes. And if you haven't seen Short Dog, there, you know, all those folks that are going to that private party Friday night are in for a treat.
They really are.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We had them this last year at Festival in the Park, and by the time they came on, we didn't have anybody left, and so I really felt guilty about it.
Yes.
So I told them when they left, I said, I want to bring you back for Barbecue and Blues, and where I can guarantee you'll have a crowd. And they said, no problem, we'd love to come back. So
love it, just love it.
We booked them early.
Well, and I imagine so, because I'm sure they're quite popular.
Oh yeah.
I am sure they are.
In the city areas.
Brent, let's talk about the Taster's Kit.
Okay.
And for everyone out there that plans on attending Saturday, you can't go to Barbecue and Blues without tasting the barbecue.
That's kind of...
So let's talk about Taster Kits and what companies are involved.
Well, the Taster Kits you get at the Chamber Information Tent, which is the first tent as you walk onto the grounds. They're $5. And it allows you to get this with a plate in it.
Okay. Okay, so this becomes your plate to eat, and that's a nice size for getting that different types of barbecue. Yeah.
And it sits level, sturdy.
Yes.
And when you're done eating, you just pull the plate out.
Presto.
Get a Frisbee.
Right on. What a great idea. That's fabulous.
That is our Taster Kit. And it allows you to eat all the barbecue that you want until they run out.
And really, you want to get there at what time? When does,
well, you need to get there early.
Yes.
Usually, what was it, last year it was from 5 to 10, by about somewhere between 8:30 and 9 we were out of food.
Yes.
So.
And with this year's music lineup, it could even be earlier.
Well,
it could happen. It could happen.
We've got two companies that's always been with us to cook that's not going to be with us this year for reasons. They're just too busy.
Oh, okay.
And they just don't have the manpower to do it. So we're down actually to 10 cooking companies.
Okay.
And they're each cooking 50 more pounds of brisket.
Oh, great.
So all 10 of them will cook at least 150 pounds.
Wow.
And that doesn't count the chicken that they do, the ribs that they do, but they get judged on the brisket.
So what we wanted to point out at this time is they each have a container at their tent, and they have a people's choice. Mm-hmm. Now, I have been heckled to death while going from tent to tent, you know, by each one of these companies saying, put your ticket in here, put your ticket in here, because that ticket is how they get voted.
Yep.
But for people's choice. So, you know, they're kind of like carnies in a way,
well,
if I may.
They're very competitive.
Yes, they are.
And so, yeah, you're going to get harassed a little, particularly if they know you.
I know. I should wear some kind of, you know, costume that they don't recognize me, because I think they are definitely picking on me a little more than they should.
You don't want to talk either, because then your voice...
I know. Absolutely. But isn't that fun, though? And it's a unique barbecue smoking event because of the way it's set up, and then a lot of these companies have customized smokers as well.
Well, they all have customized smokers, and you have to have, because the firebox that we cook it on is 18 tons.
Wow. With
15 snorkels or 15 arms, whatever you want to call them. And the lumber gets thrown into the center of that firebox, and from that, it comes down the arms or the snorkels to that grill. They do not use any fire of their own.
Right.
So it takes somebody who's got some practice and who's done it for a few years to know if the heat's right, or do they need to stoke it a little, or pull it off for a little while, or what they need to do with that piece of brisket in order to do it right. So there's an art to it, and those guys are good at it. They've been doing it for years and years, well, 19 years. So and boy, they can cook. Those guys can cook.
Well, I always look forward to seeing their smokers because not only are they customized to fit the snorkel, the arms, but they're customized. Yes, they are elaborate.
Gavilon built a new one last year, who's now NGL, but last year they were named Gavilon, and they had it where it would light up at night and change colors, and of course Enbridge's oil derrick has always kind of been the mainstay.
Yes.
It won't be there this year, but
I'll miss that.
I will too.
Yes, it's kind of a landmark as you're approaching,
because you can see
that. Yes, because it stands pretty high up.
Yep, but they're all very elaborate, and I enjoy going out on Wednesday and watching them hook it up because they all. Myers Construction comes out with a crane and they lift them and put them over on the snorkel and they bolt them up. And
a lot of fun. Tents going up, all kinds of stuff. It's this Saturday from 5 to 10. Saying that one more time for people that are maybe just tuning in and catching this. And Tasters kits will go on sale at 5.
At 5.
At 5. And music again is?
The music? It is Livewire leading off for hour and a half. Well, let's see. What? No, wait. 7. Yeah. And then about an hour and a half of Dirty Red and the Soul Shakers.
You can't miss it. Be there this Saturday. Brent, give directions very quickly.
Okay, if you're coming on 33 east or west into Cushing, come to the intersection of Little Street, going to the south, or Highway 18 if you're going north, which is what direction you want to go. Turn north, or depending on whether you're going east or west, turn left or right. But go out on North 18 Highway for approximately a mile, and you'll come to Grandstaff Road. Turn west on Grandstaff Road and go 3/10 of a mile, and off to your left will be the festival ground.
All right.
You won't miss it.
Brent, I'll see you this weekend.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming in and visiting with us. We'll be back right after this.